all my beautiful friends out there in YouTube land. Welcome to my tropical paradise vacation. Just kidding. We're right here in our very own backyard on our very own private beach. Sorry if the waves lapping the shoreline are too loud. We'll be moving soon. Let me get this phone. Man, I just spilled my coffee. All right, guys. Well, welcome back. Let me show you what right now. Oh yeah, we got the wind blowing, so we got a little bit of wave action rolling in here. Fish are jumping. The sun is shining. For once in like a week and a half, it's sunny here this afternoon without any rain clouds about to dump on me. Well, guys, today's video is going to be just a little bit different because I'm what you call injured, hurt, more hurting than injured. Injured is like you can't go. Hurt is like, well, it just hurts and you'd rather not go. And right now, I'd rather not go. Guys, if you've been watching the last few videos, you see I've been working on this beach. And I have been grinding for the last several days. And shoveling hundreds and hundreds of pounds of sand. And flipping that boat. Well, let's just say my left trap, here, I'm going to do this so I'm not backlit. And you can have the nice beautiful beach in the background. So my left trap has a knot the size of my fist in it, and it's like numb and tingly from my neck down to my shoulder, and it hurts a lot. And it's been doing that for the last day and a half, 2 days. My right shoulder, I have an old, well, I had an old football injury that I aggravated and made really bad when we first moved out of this property, and I was lifting some heavy stuff and flipping it over, and I pushed it overhead, and I basically tore my rotator cuff. Well, partially tore it. And you know, been there, done that. I know there's not a whole lot you can do, but just relax and let it heal, stretch and work it a little bit at a time. Guess what? Tweaked it again. Thank God, not as bad. But man, when I go right there, I get some sharp pains and I can't really go any higher. So what I'm saying is I need to chill a little bit. I need to recuperate. And I've been recuperating for the last day and a half. That's why you haven't seen a video in 2 days. But it got me to thinking. I've had a lot of requests from some of you guys. And we've also had a lot of new subscribers because that video I did about the customer won't pay. And a little spoof bunny video short. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's got like 210,000 views in the last week, and got a lot of you guys are new subscribers from that. And I just want to say welcome. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy everything we got going on here. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's going on. A lot of you guys have been requesting for like, hey, what else are we going to be working on? Because I guess you're sick of watching me shovel sand, and I get it. So I figured I'd take today and get you guys a video without me breaking my back and making these things worse ever. And yeah, so here we are, chilling on the sunny beach. See that? And I'm gonna call this the one take wonder, because my hope is I don't have to edit this. I'm just gonna let it roll. Might be a little long. If you want to go pause it, get some popcorn and a soda or sweet tea, coffee, whatever your pleasure that you like to enjoy, go get one. Come back, press play. Not gonna be your typical video, but it's gonna be very informative, hopefully. Here we go. Yeah. So if you're new here, we're a family of 6. We bought this 11.3 acres about 4 years ago. In fact, this past July was 4 years that we bought it. This October coming up will be the 4 years since we actually moved out here. When we first moved out here, we were living in an RV. Family of 6, 37-foot RV. Not recommended. Take it from me. Don't do that. Let me adjust my, okay, sorry. Sorry for the shakiness. Just gotta adjust the pump. Yeah, don't do that unless you're really strong in your vows, your marriage, and you have absolutely no predetermined desire to choke your kids out, because that will come on its own. And if you're already starting there, you might actually do it. But if you really love your spouse and your kids right now and and have no ill will for them, then go ahead and give it a try, and you might make it. If you do that, have a solid. All right, just check it on some. A stick. What? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's just a stick. Okay. Thought maybe we had either a gator or a giant gar, which we get up here lots of times. I was going to show you that. Haven't seen a gator in 2 years though. Maybe 3. That's just a floating stick. Anyways, where was I? If you do that, if you are going to move into an RV, have a really good solid plan to get out of that RV quickly, because it's really tough, guys. Just to be, cut the jokes aside, it's tough. Cabin fever, you heard of that? Well, a little tiny RV with a whole bunch of people in it, it's mentally wears and tears on you. I'm not gonna get too much into that. But anyways, let me flip this around. If you're new here and want to know what all's coming up in the future and what we've been doing, here you go. This is our shoreline. This is our private beach that I just finished making. If you've missed the last few videos, go back and watch those. Oh, this is awesome. I'm loving this, y'all. All of this white sandy beach right here used to look just like that, minus the alive trees, because the ones that were here died. They got blown over in a storm 2 years ago. So these trees and all of these roots and all of those roots all used to be right here on this beach. Hi, welcome back. So we've been doing that. I am, for the most part, done. And I do have one more video coming out about this beach, where I did a lot more just sand work, just bringing more sand from the sandbar that's out there, bringing it up here to the shore. But, I'm like, do I do another video of letting them watch me shovel sand? I think I'm going to spare you that one, okay? But what I am going to do with the one more video is I'm going to go ahead and compile everything and do a start to finish video of creating that private beach on the shoreline there. So that's almost done. That video will be out soon. And then we're moving on to bigger and better things. So if for you new guys, like I was saying, we have 11.3 acres. And this whole backyard area is like our little getaway, our little paradise, our little oasis. And then on the front half of the house is where we're trying to homestead, become self-sufficient, or as much as possible, grow our own food. Got our chickens going. I'm gonna go take a quick walk up there and show you guys all that. Some of you might have come here thinking this was just gonna be a comedy channel where I make funny dad jokes, and you don't care about homesteading. You might want to unsubscribe. I don't know. I'm going to set my coffee down, because holding the camera in one hand, it's tiring. I need to rotate. Well, oh yeah, just the second thing. That's just the other point I was going to make. You often hear me talk about sweeping and cleaning and blowing the house off and the spider issues we have. So we're surrounded by jungle. Hold on here. Okay, that's where we was. Backyard. Now I'm on the back porch. This is our beautiful view. Praise God. And we're surrounded by all this beautiful, thick jungle. And then here's our beautiful house that we just built and moved into last year. And not only do we love it, but spiders love it. Guys, look at this mess. Look at all that. Hold on a second. Let me get you in there close so you can really get a feel. Look at how disgusting. So what you're looking at is spider webs and 25 bajillion, gazillion dead gnats and mosquitoes. And the occasional dirt dauber nest. Wait, can you see that? There it is. And of course, this time of year, we get bombarded with these guys, but they don't really make a mess. They're just a little bit freaky. If you're wondering, I do not believe it's a locust. I believe it's what they call a loober grasshopper. If I'm wrong, correct me. I don't care, but I'll call it the right thing if I need to. Any hootin' nanny. This side of the house, well, actually just the other day, I think that's what kind of finished my arm off. I was, my shoulder off, is sweeping this house off with a broom, up and down, both arms, back and forth. Went all the way around the house. And when I was done, my shoulders were on fire. And then I went out in the back and I shoveled sand again for a couple more hours. Yeah, and ever since then, I've been in a lot of pain. Anywho, so here we're moving on back now. So I guess I should flip this around so you can see what's going on. So obviously there's the front of the house, and coming around, this over here is unusable land, really, because that's the septic field. And then moving in front of us here. Well, let me back up a little bit. Back that thing up. These shipping containers I dropped when we bought the property. This one's just all storage. This one was actually supposed to be a rec room. Put a sliding glass door on it, ran some power cords to it, put an AC in there. Since we moved in the house, we haven't needed it as a rec room. It's become just extra storage. And we don't really turn the AC on in there anymore. This is just my, my junkyard of old mowers and ATVs that don't work. And of course, under the brown tarp is my DR mower that does work. And that's my workhorse. That's my beast. So you see the little pond we got here. That's because this is because it's been raining every single day, and it gets the driveway right over there forms like a dam, so this water can't flow downhill towards the river, and it gets stopped here. This has always been an issue. In the future, here's another one of our projects. We're gonna hopefully abandon using this driveway. We'll actually scoop up this material and use it to put in a new driveway, probably right about here where I'm standing, going underneath all of these beautiful trees and heading out that way through that little triangle right there. That's river cane stand over there. It looks like bamboo. Got some beautiful giant old oaks over here. And we're about to walk that way. But currently, do I want to walk through that? Yeah, probably not. There's the chickens. This is where we've been keeping the chickens lately. They're doing really good. They are big, and they're only, I guess they're 3 months old. And they look like a regular sized chicken. They're Jersey Giants, so they're gonna get bigger than that. Hey guys, how we doing? Well, don't run away. You gotta be so camera shy. But they are looking good. Unfortunately, we probably still got 3 months before we start getting eggs. But hopefully we get nice, big, healthy eggs from them. And I'm gonna get some more. We can definitely build our coop over there. Our Justin Rhodes chickashaw. You can't really see it from here. What? Hi. Hello. Alright. There's my Justin Rhodes chickashaw. And made it a little bigger than he makes his. But for the most part, it's all the same concept. I just, you know, built it my way. Yeah, what are you doing? You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Hi. Hello. Welcome. What? Oh, they are getting some lift. Might have to get in there and trim some. Oh, can you see this? Can you see how they're so black and shiny? They've got like the fluorescence in them. Oh, wait a minute, where'd they go? It's almost like a fluorescent green that reflects off their fur. I hope you can pick that up in your camera. It is beautiful. There we go. Those are beautiful birds. I love them. Can't wait to get more. Now, back here, since I've been working on the shoreline for a couple of weeks now, haven't touched anything back here, and it is getting thick. There we go. Everything's growing back up. This is Florida in the summertime, guys. Rains almost every day, hot and sunny, and it's just, everything is just going crazy. Our tomato plants have started to put out some good tomatoes. I got some I can come harvest. Look at all this. Look at all the goodness. I'm loving it. Okay. Now those down there are like a different variety. They make the bigger ones. These are just cherry tomatoes down here. And they ain't producing jack squat. Excuse me. Yeah. Still got some, we got some squash on the vine. And over there I have sweet potato vines that are finally starting to spread a lot. Super happy with that. This is all winter squash and pumpkin vine without hardly anything on it. There's one more squash in there. I don't know. I think I'm still working on getting my soil right. This is sweet potato vine, and it's really sending a lot of shoots out. And all that sweet potato vine came from one sweet potato, and it's really just now in the last couple of weeks started to kick in and grow really good. So we're just going to be leaving sweet potatoes alone. You can eat these leaves. Occasionally I'll pluck a few and just pop them in my mouth. They're really good for you, and they taste really good too. The squash vines, we've gotten a handful of squash. What I was saying though is when we cleared this, all of this that I'm standing in right now for you new guys, this was super thick woods, just like that stuff over there. Okay, super thick. I mean, this was like basically a rainforest, a tropical rainforest, jungle. And when we mowed it down and started to try and grow food out here, nothing worked. Come to find out, soil was super acidic. I mean, like down in the 2s and the 3s, and sometimes I would stick the gauge in the ground and it would say low. That's all it would say. It was so low, it was so acidic, it wouldn't even register. So we've been working with our soil, trying to get it back up to par, and it was in the 5s, this area that I'm growing in. It finally got into like the 5s and 6s this year. So we planted in it, and we've gotten results. But as we continue to amend the soil and compost and stuff, get that pH up in that 6-7 range, and we're going to hopefully, Lord willing, be producing a lot more food. If you go back even a couple more weeks, you'll see where I did a bunch of videos where I put in all these here. And we got grapefruits and oranges and guavas and what else? We got peaches. We got lemons and limes and plums and what else? Plums and, did I say peaches? I think so. Tangerine, lemon, all these fruit trees. I got a lot of stuff I need to come mow down. This is getting out of control. But the reason I bring you back here is because this is going to be the site of our next project. So, what we have here, guys, is a tropical rainforest, pretty much. And what I get, guys, I get rained on all the time, and I don't have a really good workplace, barn, dry storage, and I need one because all my stuff is getting destroyed, and all my stuff just wears out so much quicker because you know, oftentimes it gets wet and rained on, and I don't have a good, clean, dry place to go work on things and properly maintenance things and whatnot. So I need at least, UPS man's here, I at least need to get a lean-to, a roof over my head that I can get my equipment under. And if I'm gonna build a roof shed, lean-to shed, how easy is it to throw some plywood around the walls and close it in? So we're gonna do that. Now here is what I'm debating on though. I have a lot of trees that I've cut down. I've got other piles of logs here and there. Some have rotted, but some of the ones on top haven't rotted, but they've been drying. And I've got a draw knife. Now I can take that draw knife and I can take my chainsaw and I can cut these logs to the lengths needed and skin them, debark them, and use those to build the pole barn. That's gonna be a lot of work, and it's also going to create, it's just, you know, let's just say natural materials are more difficult to work with. And I am not some kind of bushcrafter extraordinaire. I know just enough to get me in trouble and then to get me back out of it. You know what I mean? It's not that expensive to buy some 4x6 posts, pressure treated, that I can then, you know, reuse later. So, but regardless, this is the spot that I want to mow down, cut back. It's been mowed down once before. It's actually a little bit of a hill here, and it's also got some old metal rubbish and trash up there that I believe came from whoever lived in the old shack here. So what I got is a lot of work in front of me either way I slice it. I have a little bit less work in front of me if I just bought like the 4x6s or even just 4x4s and built it out of all, you know, store-bought dimensional lumber, which I think I'm kind of leaning that way. So that way everything can be a lot easier to make everything square and plumb and get it put up and get my stuff that's sitting in that white tarp tent, temporary shelter logic shed thing there, and get it that leaks, the roof catches water, and it's just it's not good, and get it out of the weather, protect my stuff, take care of my tools. And so I'm thinking I'm leaning that way, but we'll see. Haven't made the final decision. The part of the purpose of doing this video is to give you guys an opportunity to see what I got coming up and chime in with your 2 cents. I am open to advice, hints, tips, and tricks. This is that river cane I was telling you about. Looking like skinny bamboo. I mean, basically they're in the same family. One's just called river cane, and the other one's called bamboozled. So, walking down this path here, this is what will be our future driveway, Lord willing. Coming out to the next area that we have done initial clearing on, but I haven't been back here in 2 months, and nature is reclaiming her. So, this is basically what I've got to do, is just keep this place maintained. What we've already cleared, keep it maintained. So I've got a lot of mowing to do, a lot of bush hog mowing to do, and that'll be, you know, coming up. I probably won't make a lot of videos about that because, let's face it, you can go cut your own grass and you know what that looks like and feels like. But getting this lean-to shed, barn build, whatever you want to call it, getting that done is going to be huge and paramount. And a really cool project, and I think a lot of you will probably like to watch that. Yeah, so I'm still haven't decided on any final plans. I'm leaning towards the most simplest thing, which is just a lean-to roof, slanted from the front to the back. Nice big 2-foot overhang all the way around. You know, post and beam construction, metal roof, just as cheap as possible. And then if I have the money and it start closing in the walling in the sides with just that it's like an OSB siding board. It got a thorn in my toe. I'm wearing flip-flops. Well, it's Florida. It's what we do here. Even when we're in the woods surrounded by predators, snakes and stuff, we wear our flip-flops, okay? Don't judge me. You don't know what it's like living in Florida. It's hot, okay? It's real hot. All right. How's everything doing here? This ground is really soft and moist because it's been so wet. Trees don't look like they're struggling, so I'm assuming the soil's draining well enough that they're not staying too wet. And so that's gonna kind of conclude our vidya and our tour for the day here at the Hewitt Homestead. So if you're new, you kind of know who we are, where we came from, where we're going. And for all you guys that have been here forever, kind of get you caught up on where we are, where we're going, what we're doing, and where we're going. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you guys have any advice or ideas, leave those in the comments. Just keep in mind, I'm one guy, you know, and in the summertime, I don't get a lot of help because my family is addicted to this thing called the air conditioner, and they don't like to leave it, get too far away from it for too long, you know? Alright guys, did I tell you how much I love you guys and how much I love making these videos? Love what I'm doing because I found God's purpose for my life and I'm pursuing it with all I got. And that gives me a whole lot of joy and peace. And I just, that's my message to share with you. I mean, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, right? Unless you're in Florida, heat and humidity, then you're gonna love what you do, but you're gonna be worked hard. But anywho's, I'm glad you're here. I love making these videos, and I love interacting with you guys, getting to know you, and getting your good ideas, and that usually helps me with stuff, oftentimes. So keep doing it. And guys, we love you, and I pray that God blesses every single one of you, and we're gonna see you again real soon. Love you. See you. Bye.